respect from the boys. We don't wanna fall in love by the force, so I just get the little re-drilling with the boys, yeah.
Everybody, I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. Anticipation is mounting for today's game, and we've got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's Palmer's Cardinals going up against Bortles' Jaguars.
All right, Larry, thanks. EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the Sunshine State and Everbank Field here in Jacksonville. A few minutes prior to us coming on air, this crowd was jolted into action with the introduction of these Jaguars. They're set for football as the Jags are ready to match up with the Arizona Cardinals. Now the veteran kicker Phil Dawson ready to get us started. And off we go from Jacksonville. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have two remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Bortles. And his first pass is incomplete. He was looking to get it to Allen Hurns that time. And it's second down.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them. And not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. And he'll power his way up near the 25. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a third down. Charles, for Fournette, you mentioned the 181 yards he had last week. Moved into second place in the NFL behind fellow rookie Kareem Hunt.
And this is what they expected when they drafted him, number 4 overall. They wanted a guy who could eat carries, eat up yardage, control a ball game. And that's exactly what he did against Pittsburgh. Handed to the big fella. Let him have an effect on the defense, but what really got to me was watching that big 90-yard run he had late in the ball game. I mean, is that not what the Jacksonville Jaguar fans have been waiting for, to see that? And how about his stamina at the end of a long day to still have that in him to break off that run?
And that 90-yard run, longest in franchise history. The play fake to Ivory. Now Bortles. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
This Cardinals pass rush in 2016 got home 48 times. That's a pretty good number.
A very good number, led the league. Is it just because the dudes that they had, or the scheme, or both, or what?
It's always the dudes first, but their scheme, attacking, pressure, they'll continue to pile up the sacks.
This is brought in at the 21. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10. They'll throw on 1st down here with Palmer. Able to power through. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
On 1st and 10, here's Bortles. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
On 2nd down, here's Bortles. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. If you're going to throw the ball downfield, probably in your best interest to avoid a defensive back as good as he is.
Yeah, anybody who was a starter in last year's Pro Bowl, you know, a guy with that type of aggressiveness, smarts, ability to play the football, yeah, I'd say it's a good idea. Avoid him.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise there in the dime. From the gun, it's Bortles. And the catch made here by Marquise Lee. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Give him 30 yards there. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Now Doug Marrone, with the play clock almost out, says let's take a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Throwing on first down is Bortles. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And down inside the 15 he goes. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you, from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season-open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different long night.
Unable to connect on the first down pass play. Now it's second down. Bortles on the give to Fournette. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Call it about a gain of 3, and they'll be looking at a 3rd and 7 coming up.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
They fake the handoff. Now Bortles. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Mercedes Lewis from 10 yards out, and the Jags have taken the early lead. A post to the tight end for 6. Gosh, those guys are so tough to cover, aren't they? Just in general, tight ends running those patterns near the goal line.
Because you have to decide how you want to treat them. Are they a wide receiver? Are they a big extra blocker on the field? Or are they a hybrid and caught in between? So are you going to use a linebacker? Are you going to use a safety? Are you going to even move a corner in if you're going to play nickel or dime defense? They usually win those matchups because they have an answer for all 3 of those positions.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. So out now come the Cardinals. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. Now Palmer on first down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Now the first carry for Adrian Peterson. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41. Only a yard on the pickup, so from a good situation on 2nd and 2, it's now 3rd and 1. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on 2nd down. On 3rd and 1, it's Palmer. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. He needed a yard. That's what he got. It's going to earn him a new set of downs. On 1st and 10, it's Palmer. He gets it into the hands of Larry Fitzgerald. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 15 yards through the air and a first down. Charles, Larry Fitzgerald, he's just a catch machine. Third player in NFL history with a reception in 200 straight games after a catch against Philadelphia last week.
How about his durability, his efficiency, his dependability, and obviously just being extraordinary. 200 straight games, even though they lost at Philadelphia. Two other guys have done that in NFL history.
And I know you know who they are.
Well, of course, Jerry Rice. We have to say him. And then Tony Gonzalez. So we've had another wide receiver and a tight end. Top of their craft.
Now Palmer to throw. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Fitzgerald. Touchdown, Cardinals. Larry Fitzgerald, 42 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game.
An excellent, long, sustained offensive drive. And now they can look across the field and see a defense that looks a little bit beaten down. Right now, as an offensive coordinator, you're thinking to yourself, can I dial up the knockout punch?
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
That one good for a gain of 13 for Jacksonville and a first down. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Bortles. Throwing right, and that's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives them a new set of downs. Fournette, a first down carry. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
And Leonard Fournette impressing there with that run. It's hard to believe that no Jacksonville Jaguar has broken 1,000 yards since Maurice Jones-Drew in 2011. I think Leonard Fournette could be that guy.
Even with the ankle injury last year at LSU, still averaged 6.5 yards per carry.
And absolutely intimidated opposing defenses. A lot of guys simply didn't want to tackle him.
No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Two minutes to play in a tightly contested first half. Back with more from Jacksonville. Don't go anywhere. We'll be back after this. Bortles to throw on 2nd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Frosty Rucker in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. Following the sack, 3rd and long for Bortles and the Jags. On play action, it's Bortles. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Carlos Dansby.
Well, surprise, surprise, partner. No, we know it's not a surprise. When you try to complete a pass against this Cardinals defense, there's a reason that they are known as the no-fly zone.
So after the interception, here's Palmer. It's complete to Jerome Brown. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
To throw is Palmer. His throw caught right around the 6. 18 yards on each of the last 2 plays, and they're picking up big chunks now. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. To throw again, it's Palmer. The quick slant caught, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. John Brown, a 5-yard touchdown, and the Cardinals have taken the lead. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. Here's Dawson now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Jaguars getting set to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
And this one is incomplete. Now that gives us time here. A little bit of a sad note to pass along that I'm sure most folks have heard. Y.A. Tittle passed away at the age of 90, 7-time Pro Bowler in the NFL.
Phenomenal player. Started his career at LSU in college. Moved on to the NFL. Mercifully, his name, Yelberton Abraham, shortened to Y.A. A lot of the guys called him Yat for Y.A. Tittle. But he played in San Francisco, helped popularize the alley-oop pass, which became a big-time play in their playbook. With the Giants, 3 straight championship games. Unfortunately, never won one. But still, big-time player, big-time leader, and he will be missed by the NFL community.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've hit 2 for 4 thus far. They're looking at 3rd and the nose of the football. Working from the gun, it's Bortles. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half.
3rd and short, and you're just trying to pick up a first down. Maybe run the football, throw a little short route. Pretty gutsy maneuver there. They took that thing downtown, and it paid off.
So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This is a 49-yard attempt. Right hash. I don't think this will even, nope, it doesn't even get there. Well short, and this score will stay right where it is. So it's an empty possession there, and you'd have to say it's not like him to come up short on a kick like that.
Yeah, and it's real easy for me to say this, but anything in the 40 to 49-yard range should be pretty automatic for an NFL kicker, especially in terms of at least getting it there. So you're right. That is a surprise that this would come up short.
Final play of the half. It's Palmer looking deep downfield. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Tashawn Gibson. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Here's Britton Golden now on the return. And he'll have Good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40. So here's the Cardinals offense now as they get set to start this third quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Calais Campbell. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. On second down, here's Palmer. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's third down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now Palmer on third and long. Over the middle here to Brown. And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Second down following the run. From the gun, it's Palmer. Over the middle, complete. It's Brown. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory, even if they don't get it, though. Throwing is Palmer. And he's got Gresham. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. Throwing now. Palmer on first down. And Gresham has it left side. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up second down. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. Again, it's Palmer. Eluding the pressure right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Already a pair of third down conversions for them on this drive, but right now they need 5 yards on this third down try. And now this one's intercepted. A third interception for Palmer. Picked off near the 29. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
And after the play on the ground, that brings up second down here. Shotgun now for Bortles. Looking and finding Allen Hurns. And he's fired. taken down, but not before getting across midfield and across the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, 26 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Back now in Jacksonville. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the fourth. So the offense has it 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Bortles. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Marquise Lee, the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. Now Bortles. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing his Bortles on 3rd down. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And it's incomplete. Both players had a shot at that one. Neither can get it. And it brings up 4th down.
There's definitely contact there, but it's the 4th quarter of a kind of tight game, and sometimes the officials just say, let them play. Kind of like your mom used to, you and your brothers, just take the broom to you and send you out to the backyard and tell you to settle it yourselves.
I like that, yeah. There was contact. I don't know, like you said, enough to warrant the flag. It was close, though. The Cardinals offense now works their way back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. They'll throw on 1st down here with Palmer. And he couldn't hang on. Would have been their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down.
Trying to decipher what's going on out there, because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. And in this situation with a lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. Out of the gun, Palmer got his man complete over the middle. It's Brown. And he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield. Palmer to Brown, and the Cardinals move the chains. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
It doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. And the defense in desperate need of a stop. They have to get off the field and get the ball back to their offense if they want a chance. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Now Palmer to throw on second down. It's caught left side by John Brown. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues. First down, here's a run with Peterson. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
So statistically, both of these offenses having a rough time getting a running game going. But boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right, you look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. Man open left side is Brown. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. Palmer apparently wants to throw it. And this is caught on the left side, Jerron Brown. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
They'll run with Peterson. And he will maneuver his way down.